kill it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dog money. The Crips don't invest in cryptocurrency.
Okay, we're going live. I need you to shut the fuck up.
The Bloods don't invest in cryptocurrency. They invest in blood.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really care for this right now.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shake that Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy. We need to have a subject where we talk about like songs senior year that we listened to. Did we ever have like we had a music episode? But
yeah, but why so like specific songs your senior year?
Shake that Laffy Taffy.
What?
Dude, I can't remember what I listened to.
You want an entire episode about that specific genre?
I mean, music. I mean, 04 to 03 to 07. I don't know what's going on.
That's about right. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We've got an awesome show for you here tonight on episode 49. So I'm excited about it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
We are the
Funky Panther!
Oh, hello. Hello, boys.
Oh, hey.
What's the word, birds?
Where did that start?
What's the word, bird?
Yeah. Where's that from?
Well, you know,
Bird.
everybody knows.
About the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why?
Bird is the word.
Do you know about the bird?
All right. I think I'm going to already open a beer because you
Okay.
dudes
Have
are
at it,
another level.
Holmes.
How y'all been?
Been all right. Been pretty good. Been pretty
Yeah.
busy at work. You know, it hailed again yesterday, so
Dude.
you know how it go.
Texas hasn't figured out that it's not April anymore.
It was chilly today. Ooh, saucy.
It was a little cool out.
It was like 58 degrees outside.
it was supposed to hit up like 65, and I don't think it ever did.
No.
It rained.
Man, it has been raining nonstop. I haven't gotten my lawn mowed in like 3 weeks, and it's looking like a forest in my backyard. It's kind of crazy.
Like the Forest Moon of Endor.
Excuse me?
Star Wars.
I don't think quite that foresty.
Return of the Jedi.
The
No,
little Ewoks.
but it's
Yeah.
probably about 4 times as high as it needs to be because all this damn rain.
Oh,
that we've been
definitely.
having.
He's gonna, your lawn guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have his work cut out for him.
His name
Yes, he
Mr.
is.
Chad. It's too long over here.
Nuh-uh.
Mr. Chad, I'm sorry.
No, he's
actually
a white
white,
dude.
yeah.
I did charge you a little more. And a six pack.
Please don't.
On six packs.
It's too early to get canceled on this.
I can't no cabrón. I'm Mexican. I can say that.
Okay, thanks for that caveat.
What did you say?
He's a firefighter.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
really?
white dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Did he take his shirt off when he's doing your lawn? And he has his shirt off, and you're out there on the lawn. You're like, "Ooh, Mister, would you like some freshly made lemonade?"
It's only when I'm sipping mimosas on the back patio.
You lick your lips, and
He knows I'm gonna send him an extra $5 if he gives me a show.
It's like the pool boy, only he doesn't have a pool.
so moist.
Not yet,
Yeah.
but if he keeps it up,
Literally. Hey-o.
all right.
Pew 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 pew.
So Javier, we went to the Rangers game on Friday.
We did. Thanks again to Tamiflu and Camille and
the whole crew.
the whole crew.
Was it the Angelo's crew?
Angelo's crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ranger fans. They were kind enough to let us go to join them on the Ranger game. It was really fun. We had a good time at the Ranger game. First time at the Ranger game.
What'd you think about the ballpark?
Beautiful. Like I shat on it whenever they compared it to like a fucking barn, you know? But it's really nice. It's nice inside, and there's a lot of walking to do whenever you're drunk. And they have a lot of things. You found your boomstick downstairs.
Yeah.
Heavy boomstick.
It was a very hefty boomstick.
Hefty daddy.
I thought they compared it to a grill. Like
Yeah, they did. Well, there was a lot of comparisons.
Yeah. So barn, grill.
Yeah, someone like superimposed it on an actual grill, and they're like opening it up.
But
Expensive new grill.
But it was fun. The stadium is top notch. It was cool of them to have the World Series there last year during the whole COVID shutdown, and hopefully here soon they have the All-Star game. Whenever well, of course, it's 100% capacity over there.
Yeah.
And we wore our masks like when we're walking around.
Right.
But, it was cool. I had a great time.
I think that there's some really cool stuff about it. Obviously, it's beautiful and it's got the big screens. It's nice that it's covered. Although on Friday, the weather was so nice. They opened it up and it was amazing.
Breezy, easy, beautiful.
Cover girl?
Yes.
This episode brought to you by It's Not. So
What? It's not?
so one of the things that I love about that, but I also love that they've got the little beer stands where you can just like the big coolers. You just go grab what you want and then check out real quick and go. So everything's pretty streamlined.
That is nice.
Which is really nice. But the food situation is not nearly as good as it was.
No, you were kind of disappointed.
In the old ballpark where, like everything was either popcorn, nachos, hot dog, and that's it. And used to, they had like Parmesan fries and like quesadillas and
the whole the nachos
burger.
and the nachos in the hat or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I think Jordan said it best. Like, I think they're still doing like
A limited menu.
limited so far.
Do you really though?
I mean,
they're at maximum capacity, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
they're not selling maximum capacity, but
no.
I think that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think, every year they always change something like they do with the state fair. Like they introduce new foods.
that's the only thing I would say they need to improve. Otherwise, the place is awesome. It is really cool.
Good time. Had a really great night.
We had really good seats though, compared, for not a whole lot of money.
No, we paid $25 each.
Yeah. I wonder if that's because it was like group pricing.
Probably, because there was like 40. There was like 40 of us.
Yeah, but it was cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How high up?
Not high at all. We're on the bottom. We're in the lower.
No shit.
Yeah.
I mean, outfield, but like right behind, I guess where third base is.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Great view. You
on the
could
first
see
level.
Really, really good view.
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, they've got a lot of really nice like suites. I mean, obviously, we're probably never going to get to that. Got to do the suites quite a bit at the old ballpark,
same.
but I don't know if we'll get the opportunity in this one. But they look really nice.
I mean, maybe we'll have like we'll do like a Funky Panther buy-in and like
A friend of a friend of a friend that knows the lawyer that has the place.
I don't know, something.
That's usually how it works out.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Like when Jesus used to work at Shannon Gracie.
Yeah.
Get those badass sweet tickets.
Or Micah used to have the plug at Legal Draft, and we would go. That was
really?
Nice too. Yeah, because then we'd just be drinking some good local Legal Draft beer and watch the game from the suite. Yeah.
Speaking of beer, Chad, want to talk about our first beer?
Well, I don't know shit about this beer. The only reason I bought this beer is because I thought it was really cool packaging. It's just like a 4-pack in a straight line, but it's called Kyuchi Brewing. It's a beer, a white ale called Hitachino Nest. Ale brewed with spices and orange juice. It's pretty good. I don't know where it's brewed.
Oh,
It says here Japan.
Yeah, it looks like Japanese. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It
Koichi Brewery, Kuonoso, Nagasaki, Ibaraki, Japan.
Close enough. Yeah,
Okay.
it was. We went to, well, I guess we can get into that. So we went to Roy Pope.
Yeah, Roy Pope Grocery. We actually had the opportunity. We had Chris Reel on a few episodes back. He's the owner operator of Roy Pope, and we were invited out.
New and improved.
Yeah, new and improved. Yeah. So they did a phenomenal job. I mean, complete gut job. They ripped out everything. So if you've ever been to Roy Pope, if you're from Fort Worth and you've been there before, it was kind of dingy in its last year or decade really.
Yeah.
But completely redid it. Everything looks very modern, very clean, but still has that old school grocer like vibe to it.
Yeah.
But they've got a coffee bar inside there. If you go, you got to try their the RPG Full Speed.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think it's delicious.
I'm gonna.
That was messed up. My voice kind of cracked.
Yeah, it was awful.
Is that what the kids do these days?
We drink way too many Michelob
fucking
Ultras
did.
at the Rangers game, and every
We're
time
like,
anything happened, we're like, "Shee!" It's so stupid.
Oh man.
We drank. It was a very expensive Uber.
Yeah, and I'm sure a very expensive day at the Rangers game.
Yeah, we spent way too much, but it was a good time.
But yeah, Roy Pope though. So today was their grand opening.
Yeah.
We got invited out for their soft opening. So we stopped by on Saturday. Got to check it out. Got to see all the food and everything they already had prepared. Which the best way I can describe Roy Pope is going to be if you take like Central Market, shrink it down.
Yeah.
And so they're going to offer those like more, I guess, elevated options. Better cuts of meat that than you would get at like your Walmart or
like
someplace
a black
that.
Angus
Brisket. Yeah. They had Frenched pork chops. I mean, all sorts of awesome stuff.
A whole section dedicated to things that you would want for like a wine and charcuterie night.
Yeah.
With some really like fermented garlic honey, just some crazy sounding cool stuff that you definitely want to buy on a night like
duck
that.
foie gras.
Foie gras.
Whatever. You got to say it like you got
Foie gras.
Was it molasses in your mouth? No.
A different accent, bro.
Okay, whatever. But no, it's really cool. So they're doing a phenomenal job over there, and they were apparently really busy today, which is awesome. And
Yeah, I saw pictures and video, and it seemed like they have lines. I mean, we were just there like 30, 45 minutes ago,
Right.
and they had a line. I
Yeah.
mean, the place was still busy, and they close at 9. But apparently they're open from like 7 to 9, 7 days a week. So pretty good situation they got going there. But they've been working their asses off.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to the entire team there because they've been doing a lot of work, and it's just phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, Chris had said he got here at 5:30 in the morning.
yeah, and he was still there. So like 16-hour days, like nonstop, getting prepared.
That boy's got a strong work ethic, and he is really putting in some serious work right
Oh,
now.
he's putting in that grease. He's
Yeah.
just getting in there and getting it all greasy.
But they've got some, really good and, different beer options. John said that these Nest brews, you can find them at all the ramen places. And I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that. Really delicious. But they've got a huge wine section. And then the produce section's tiny, but it's very good stuff.
Yeah, they got
4 different kinds of mushrooms, like
and-
oyster mushrooms.
yeah, some of the stuff that's harder to find, and then they've got like the different colored carrots.
Yeah.
Which Jessie, she said that's actually pretty hard to find. And all the food bloggers and food like creator YouTube people, like they always buy that stuff just because it looks pretty.
Yeah, it's fun to cook
Yeah.
with color for sure. And then they've got the different colored like heirloom tomatoes as well, which look delicious. So everything about that spot, I mean, cannot say it enough. If you have the opportunity to go over there, it's where's that street? What was it on?
It's off of Burton Hill, Merrick.
Yeah,
Merrick,
so right off like close to 30,
Yeah.
Camp Bowie area.
Across from Sangate Park.
Yeah, and then like El Campo, Camp Bowie, Merrick. Yeah.
Yeah, so not very far from like Central Market. So next time you decide you need to go to Central Market, just give them a go instead. I think the prices are probably going to be pretty comparable, but the selection is going to be, probably just as good. It's obviously not as huge as Central Market, but generally the things you want to get are probably going to be there.
And their selections of dry aged meat looks amazing.
Yeah, and we didn't even get into like the full, food
Right.
situation because Bria, actually,
Yeah, Bree was supposed to be on tonight.
yeah, she was supposed to be on tonight's episode, funny enough, but they were able to launch and do an opening earlier than they expected. And so we were going to have her on launch day. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So we're going to have her on another time, but she's got the entire like food program there in check, and some of the stuff on the menu looked awesome. And then they've got the glass casing with like different bowls of stuff like you would see in like a deli or something, and everything looked great.
Right. And they've got little seating areas, so you can actually go get food there, eat there, have coffee. They got a coffee and wine bar.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a full on I wouldn't say like full on restaurant, but quick and easy. Get something to eat, and then have a drink, bounce.
Yeah, because
deal.
they've got like a cooler with a bunch of like just single beers. So
Yeah.
you could grab a sandwich, bag of chips, and a beer and just kind of hang out because they got the patio and the inside seating.
The good thing about Roy Pope is that they open at 7 a.m. So you can actually try one of their RPG full throttles.
Yeah.
Which we
Full
had.
speed.
Full speed.
Full speed. Yeah.
Those were hella delicious. He said it was his take on Vietnamese coffee.
Yeah, and it's it's so good.
So
sweet. It's like a dessert, but also
But not overly like Starbucks Frappuccino sweet.
right. But it's got so much caffeine, and you're going to get a definite caffeine buzz from it.
But I wonder, you think they're gonna have like any breakfast selections like in the morning?
I don't know. I know they have like pastries and stuff. So
I'm gonna have to check it out tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow
just swing
morning.
by and take a look at what they got.
Just swing on by.
I'm just
Why don't you swing on by?
It's a new experience.
It is.
You never know. You know what they say about new
What do they
experience?
say about new experience?
But it's not so much a new experience anymore because now we've all experienced it.
But the breakfast is a new
Yeah.
experience.
True.
You never know what to expect in a new experience. All right. So something else we did over the weekend is we went to Tupps McKinney.
Oh yeah, Tupps McKinney. Tupps McKinney.
Shout out to James for getting us hooked up over there at Tupps and them having us over for some free brews and enjoying the experience. They had like their 5th and 6th anniversary out there, and it was crazy. They had like this entire field with an open stage. It was all open air for the most part. I mean, people were inside getting beer too, but they had a whole lot of stuff outside, vendors where you can buy plants or food or whatever. It was really cool. And man, I always love Tupps beer, and you can't always get some of the best like their full grown man beer or whatever it is, their stout series here in Fort Worth. Sometimes when we do have them at like Taps and Caps, they're sold out real quick, and they had like 6 different kinds on tap, and they were all so good. Everything we had there was great.
I wish I would have went.
Next time, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it was a good time.
Workaholic.
I know, man.
It was really windy though.
It was windy, but if it wasn't windy, it would have just been hot.
It'd been miserable. You're not
so
wrong.
The wind kind of sucked a little bit, but at least it felt cool outside. So yeah, it was a great weekend. So I mean, we did a lot of things. We went to DeLuca's, which is funny enough. Dane mentioned it on the last episode,
right?
And he went. He was over there today.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. He was there
We
with
went.
his
Yeah, we went too.
lovely wife having a lovely dinner.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to say something about it.
Okay, here we go. Tim's real talk.
It is an elevated CC's.
Hey, girl.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if CC's brought pizzas directly to you.
So
give
it's
you,
like a Texas de Brazil.
Yes, that's exactly what it's.
Yeah, Texas de Brazil had a one-night stand with CC's. They're not proud about it, but they did. And the baby was DeLuca, and it's grown up, and now it's on Hewlin.
Is DeLuca's first name CC's de Brazil? CC's de Brazil DeLuca?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Figures.
It's good. Some of their pizzas are kind of hit or miss, but you're pumping out that many pizzas. It's gonna. I mean, that's understandable.
Churning out that pizza, baby.
The lobster bisque that they give you whenever they start off is actually really good.
The lobster bisque got a pizza place?
So let me break down the experience.
Okay,
for
break
you
it down.
real
Break it
quick.
down.
All right. So the place used to be Bravo's, like Italian food place. So it's already laid out well. I don't think they did a whole lot whenever they changed to DeLuca's, but they sit you down and they bring you like basically a shot of lobster bisque. So you're just kind of like sipping on it, but it's very, very good, very rich, very delicious. And then they bring like this arugula salad that was also very delicious, and then just a small like piece of toast, which you can kind of dip in the lobster bisque. So that was really good. All of that was delicious. So we starting off on a really like high note. And then they have bottles of wine that weren't too expensive. Like we got a bottle of Prosecco for like $30 between the four of us. So it's not too expensive. And so we were just trying to like end our night well. We had a crazy day, busy Tupps and Roy Pope and all that. So we were trying to end it right. And then they start bringing out the pizzas and they're like, I mean, this big. They're tiny. They're tiny, but they're like meant to be 2 bites, try it, move on to the next one. And that's what they do is you flip it over green or red, just like Texas de Brazil. And they just bring you a ton of pizzas. And so they've got some really good ones. Like, what was the one with like the honey and prosciutto or something on it? What was it?
Oh man, I don't know. It was like a
Jesse
hot.
would know.
It was a hot honey and whatever that special meat. It's like a salami.
Like a
almost.
hot ham and cheese?
No,
No, it was like a fancy Italian meat that you'd find like on a charcuterie board. Or something like that.
it was delicious.
But really good. And then they had this. What was the lamb?
Yeah, they had a Turkish
lamb, and it had something like those Middle Eastern spices.
If you heard kofta,
Yeah,
it tastes a lot like kofta. Yeah.
So I would say about 50% of the pizzas were really good. 50% were but pretty good situation.
The Nutella dessert pizza was wonderful.
Then they bring dessert pizzas, and they have like Bananas Foster, I think, pizza, and then they had Nutella, and then
They had a caramel.
wasn't caramel dulce de leche.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, ain't nothing ever going to take out the cinnamon roll the cinnamon rolls at CC's.
That's true. Or
the what is it?
the apple pie one?
The cinnamon apple pizza. Oh,
Plus, you can go to CC's like 4 times, and it's gonna be the same price as this place. I mean, it wasn't expensive. $22 for all you can eat pizza is still pretty good for being kind of high end. But I don't know. I would have probably given it a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe 7.
I'm more of like maybe like a 5, 5.5.
Really?
Yeah, it was good. Would I eat there again? Sure. But
I'm talking about experience and everything.
experience and everything. Yeah. Okay. I'd give it about 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Food
about a 5. Yeah.
It's not the best, but it is a cool experience. Definitely worth checking out. But yeah.
It definitely was a new experience.
Yeah. We've already done that one though.
No, I'm just saying it
Did y'all
was.
do anything nice for your moms on Mother's Day?
yeah, spend time with Mama. Hung out with her and watched The Impossible. We all watched a movie together, and
Y'all hold hands.
we did.
That's nice. That's
nice.
pretty. I took my mama and my dad. We went to
Mama?
Yeah, we went to Dane's.
I saw that. Yeah,
Swung by there. I got the I think it's called the Texas Trinity.
yeah.
So brisket, sausage, and ribs, and then you get 2 sides. So I ordered 2 of those, and we just split all that. We got the same sides though. We got my beans and potato salad because both of those are like my favorite there.
And this is about you on Mother's Day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, my mom. So I wanted her to, like, she wasn't. So I ordered everything before they got there because we got there early. They were in church, and then they
Were they busy?
They, they had all the vendors and stuff out there again.
That's right. That's right.
And so it was pretty busy, and there was a pretty good line. We waited for a little bit, but we were able to snag a table that had live music. It was actually really nice.
Huh.
Good food. I made my parents a firm believer in Dane's barbecue, and my dad was like, "When's the best time to come here?" And I was like, "Anytime, but there's always a line." So
you didn't try the burger?
I did not try the burger.
So I went with Stark and Andrew on Friday and tried the burger, and it's bomb. It really is
Yeah.
good. Yeah. I mean, just thin patties, like you said. I think it's like yellow cheese, white cheese, 2 patties, some sauce that was really good, and then just some, I think, red onion, and that was it. And then like a sesame bun, and it was perfect. And then
That's how I want my burger.
It was, it was perfect. It reminds me, so out in Jacksboro, out at the Deer Lease, we'll go to Herd Burger, and it reminded me a lot of just a basic, delicious burger that all it needs is just a good quality meat and a good sauce or whatever. Not even a good sauce. Like the meat itself is good enough.
Is it like whenever Ron Swanson makes a cheeseburger or hamburger, and he's like, "Here's your ketchup, here's your it's a meat, cheese, and bread.
Yeah, that's it.
Here's some ketchup."
And that's and
Dane's on the chat. He's like, "Yo,
dude, I'll tell you though,
He's like, "Hey, I know y'all are talking about me."
his ears are burning,
right?"
I will say that whenever it comes to burgers, though, there's some places that it literally doesn't need any condiments. The meat itself is juicy enough that you don't need to put mustard. You don't need to put anything like that on there.
Right.
And just a simple, throw some cheese on there to complement it on a decent bun. And
Throw some cheese on that meat.
But Herd's is, yes.
Yeah. That would have been this burger. Didn't need the sauce, but it is that extra kind of like flair that throws it over.
That's like his barbecue. Like you can get the sauce on the side, which I grabbed a couple of little containers of sauce for my parents to try.
Yeah.
But dude, you don't need sauce on the meat.
For sure. Yeah. We were right around the corner. We went to Blue Mesa.
Oh, yeah.
We used to take my mom for Mother's Day, once every couple of years probably. And when they moved, I think we went once, but we haven't been obviously because like buffets are kind of bad idea during this past year.
Right.
And that's how they do their brunch, just like a buffet style or whatever. Have you ever done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue Mesa brunch?
Yeah. Well, the old Blue Mesa, not
Yeah,
the,
but we've
not
done
this
it. Yeah, we've done a group brunch there.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Man, it was a cluster. It was, I mean, the food was all right. It's Blue Mesa, but dude, it took us an hour to get seated.
Oh, wow.
And then you get seated and then they bring you your mimosas and they're like, all right, now you got to get in line for food. And it's another 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, no.
They've got a line wrapped around all inside the building. It was just poorly managed. The food was not as good as it used to be.
Should have went to Dane's.
My mom said that. She's like, I know I said Blue Mesa, but we should have just gone to Dane's.
Yeah, we could have pulled up a table. We could have just done like it, Friends Mother's Day style.
You should have known better, bud.
I know. Oh, it's all right. It was her fault. She did apologize. It's okay, Mom. I'm sorry that
I just picture your mom saying, "Oh, that stinker."
What?
That little stinker.
Talking about you right now. She's listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
That little stinker.
Right now, yeah, that makes sense. At the time, I was like, that didn't. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to your parents, by the way. They watched live and listened last week, and Mike called me, and he's like, "Y'all did a really great job." I told Tim and Chad they did great. I just I had to call you. I had to tell you that y'all made it really informative, and Dane was really a great guest, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
then, but this is like I think it was after. What time was that at?
I don't know.
I think I was working. I think it was like 9:00 at night.
Well,
You should have told him to call the Funky Panther hotline.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna.
man, I would love that. That would be awesome.
That would be a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's not my dad. I'm sorry.
I don't know this guy.
I don't know this Mike character.
Yeah, they were really just excited about the Dane situation, I think is what it was. But still appreciate them listening in. And everybody else, everyone that's out there watching on Twitch and YouTube, if you haven't already done so, please like the video, follow us, subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to us, trying to grow the channel a little bit. We got a whole lot of things coming out here pretty soon, a big announcement in 2 weeks, and so we can't wait to tell you all.
I'm pregnant.
Well... News is broken.
There it is.
Fantastic. No, we've got some really cool news to share with everybody in 2 weeks. We're actually going to take next week off to kind of, not have to see
Rest
each other.
our juices
really.
and, We see each other way too much.
Well, we wanted the big.
Wait, too much?
No.
Yeah, I think I see you like 3 times a week.
And what else would you be doing?
It rhymes with schmaster.
We wanted the big announcement to be on episode 50.
There's a big announcement. And the announcement is my cock. Hey, nice cock. No?
Oh my god!
This one went off. I don't even know what happened.
26 minutes in.
It was going so well.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Nice cock. Nice cock. Hey, nice cock.
Stop saying that.
Hey, Chad. Nice cock.
Please stop.
Okay. So did anybody watch SNL this weekend?
Yes.
The Doge father was there, and he.
No, I didn't catch it.
Elon Musk. He was there to talk about his nice cock. Hey, nice cock.
Please stop.
Hey, reviews are in. Best episode ever from Jared.
Reviews are in. Nice.
Please stand by due to technical difficulties.
You're crying.
Seriously, stop.
Holy fuck, man. Okay, Jesus Christ, dude. Chill the fuck out. It's not that funny.
I know.
It's not that nice either.
Okay, all right, we're done. We're done.
Wow.
This is a family show. I'm done. No more.
I want to go home.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Elon Musk was on SNL, and as soon as he showed up, Dogecoin was over 70 cents, but immediately dropped to
like
50 cents.
Yeah, it's like
40 cents.
in the 40s.
It
Yeah.
dipped really hard.
Do you think that he knew that was going to do that so he could double down into it?
Here's I'm stupid when it comes to the market, but because we don't know shit about anything.
You don't know.
We don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah.
I think everyone sold. They saw how high it was. Whenever they had a mass sell, it just
dropped. Yeah.
dropped the price,
And it just kept going.
And it kept going. And I'm not gonna lie, I was panicking. I was gonna panic sell, and I was just, man, you know what? Fuck it. I spent like $1,500, and I had a profit of over at that point like $19,000. I think at its highest, and I was just like, man, fuck it. I'm just going to let it ride.
What a great $1,500 investment.
Right? I mean, yeah. Even right now, I'm still up 10 grand.
That's
Well,
nice.
well, it's. I do think that it's probably just going to go back up. I mean, well, let's talk more about SNL. Did y'all actually watch the?
I saw the second half. He had been talking about, and I'm sure everybody's seen the monologue where he was talking about being the first SNL host with Asperger's, and
Right.
they said they came out and said it wasn't true. Dan Aykroyd was the first one, but you can kind of like tell his mannerisms and tics and stuff like that in some of the sketches. Like he was on Weekend Update, and you can kind of tell, like he was really with his hands and his neck and stuff, and he was kind of.
Well, people have always said he's like a robot or an alien.
Yeah.
but he's just a weird dude. That's
He
all.
is. I mean,
He embraces it though.
If anybody wants to go back and watch it, watch the skit with Wario. That one was fucking hilarious.
That was great.
He did a great fucking job, and his girlfriend Grimes was Princess Peach.
I thought that was her. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to have
it was
I'm gonna
fucking
try to find
hilarious,
it. Yeah.
man. But
He was in like every skit. Almost every
he has
skit
to be though.
included him.
He has to be.
Yeah, I mean,
The guest has to be in every skit.
Yeah.
no, that's not true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, every skit. He's in
No,
every skit.
the guests aren't always in
Yes,
all the
they
skits.
are.
Dude,
They
I
are.
watch SNL all the time.
Well, I guess you don't.
Okay.
He's in
know-
every skit except for like Weekend Up. He was in Weekend Update.
Yeah, he was in that too.
But
and that's really when Dogecoin fell.
He's like,
because he called it a hustle.
It's a hustle. No,
a hustle.
really though, what is Dogecoin?
And he
What
was
is-
getting into it. And I was like, here we go. He's going to educate the people. They're going to understand what kind of like
Nah, it's a hustle.
influence it has. And they kept asking him questions. So what is Dogecoin? And he's like, so I've actually been looking to, manage my portfolio and kind of do some things. So what is Dogecoin? Like they asked like 6 different times, and he would give answers that they weren't letting up.
Yeah.
And so he eventually said, so it's a hustle, right? He's like, yeah, it's a hustle. And then it just dropped again. It's like, son of a bitch.
So on TikTok, Miley Cyrus, I follow her on there, and
You would.
dude, she cracks me up. But it was like a video of like some weird stuff happened to her while she was in makeup, and it was like Elon trying to explain Dogecoin to me, and it just didn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah. But it got up to like 70, 75 cents, and then it hard dropped.
Right before, like it was at its peak before. Which, I mean, okay, and I'm going to say right now, I do not think it has anything to do with what he says.
No.
I think the market manipulation like that. I think people just panic sold.
It did, though. I think that people expected him to say something in his monologue right off the get-go, and when he didn't, that's when it started going down. And then when he continued not to say it, people were like, I thought this was going to be like
To the moon.
the second coming,
Well,
basically.
it's just panic selling. That's all it is.
Yeah, and then
That's
it
all
just
was.
became more and more panic selling because people don't know how to hold on to their stuff.
Well, and then the next day he announced Doge 1, which is going to be fully funded by Dogecoin. It's going to be an expedition to the moon to put Dogecoin on the moon.
Like
to
an
the moon.
actual-
Yeah.
you can pay
coin.
for tickets on that.
No, not
Not on
it's,
that one.
No, the whole mission is funded by Doge.
They're
So,
not going to just send you to the moon by
yeah,
paying.
you're not going to pay like 100 Doge to get to the
No,
moon.
I could have swore I read that when he sends people to the moon, that you can pay with Doge.
I want to pay with my dog money.
And then he asked today, should we accept Doge for Tesla?
He's going to do it. I know he's going to do it.
77%, and there's like 1.5 million people
Over
that
3
responded.
million. Over 3 million.
Really? I looked this
that was
afternoon.
that was at 5 o'clock. Over
Wow.
3 million. At 5
So
o'clock.
over 3 million people, and it was like, was it still around 70% that said yes?
Yeah, 77%.
Yeah, same. So 77% said yes. So, I mean, he's, one of the richest men in the world, and he's got a lot of influence with a lot of different things, including electric cars and space. Like, if he thinks that it can be used for things like that, then it's going to come back up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's inevitable.
He
And so-
invested like $1.5 billion in it.
I thought it was Bitcoin that he
No,
invested
no,
that
no,
much money
no.
Doge.
Doge, yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean, he's got money in Bitcoin.
Or
But
somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but
no, he invested a shit ton of money in Doge.
but now you're seeing like all these other people accept Doge for merchandise.
Mark Cuban.
Mark
Yeah, so
Cuban, the
anything
Mavs,
Mavericks.
yeah, anything Mavericks. If you have like a wallet where you're able to, sell off your Doge for money.
Right.
Okay, so the Dallas Mavericks, the Oakland A's, started selling tickets 100 Doge for two seats.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
That's not bad at all.
Who else?
Especially when it was only like 20 cents.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So for a brief, real quick, can we get like a timer? I want to like go over what Doge is real quick. Have we talked about that on the episode? Like for the people that don't know what it is?
No, but I can. You want to
Yeah,
pull
just
what's up?
give me a 2-minute timer. I want to try to see how quickly I could
Okay.
describe for the people what it is.
You said 2 minutes, not 22 minutes, right?
Right, 2
All right,
minutes.
2 minutes and go.
So Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency initially made as a meme back in, what was it, 2016, 2013? 2016? 2013. So it's a cryptocurrency that has no market cap. So unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum and things like that that have a cap that say, okay, you can't get above this much, Dogecoin just can keep going and keep going. But because it's so cheap, it will never hit the kind of market cap that like, say, Bitcoin has. It currently, I think, is fourth in overall market cap. But where am I at?
You got a minute and 25.
Okay, this is way more than I thought I would need. Okay, perfect. But what initially was a meme was less than a cent. So it used to be like when I first got in, it was like half a cent, and so you could buy 1,000 Doge for 10, or I think it was 1,700 Doge for 10 cent or $10. Now it's up to 60 cents, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for these people that have had $1,500 in Dogecoin, and all of a sudden it went from, what was your initial buy-in?
I bought in at 0.006 cents.
Okay, so like half a
Then I half a penny, and then I sold it once it got up to like
What's it at now? What's your $1,500 investment per coin now?
like
Total
20 or
per coin? You're making this worse.
I don't know.
Okay, pull up Robinhood. So if you bought in at like 10 cents per coin and now it's up to 50 cents per coin, then that's 5 times your investment, right? So he would have whatever 15 times 5 is.
I have 700 and something coins right now. My average coin was like 32 cents, and that's after I'd sold and bought back in.
My average coin now, because I sold excuse me, sold everything, bought back into it at 6 cents. Average is 8 cents per coin.
Is it done? Is it? Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, basically, it is just a cryptocurrency that is just still cheaper than $1, but the goal for people is for it to hit $1. And so for people that have bought in at 8 cents, when it goes up to $1, you're talking like, what, 12 to 13 times your investment. And that's a huge turnaround, especially when people put in, 10 grand or more and now are millionaires. It's crazy.
Yeah, like your how many shares do you have?
Right now I only have like 700.
Like if it gets to like $60.
Oh yeah, if it ever got up that high, which I don't know. I don't know if it will.
And you can buy Dogecoin on Robinhood, but it's not available on Coinbase yet, which Coinbase is probably more used for cryptocurrency. I mean, that's all it is. It's a cryptocurrency like purchasing app, but you can also pull it into a wallet. With Robinhood, unfortunately, you're purchasing basically a piece of paper that says you own this amount, but you can't actually move that into a wallet.
Correct.
So unfortunately, we're just playing with money. Like you can't actually use the Dogecoin. So if Tesla came out tomorrow and said, "Oh, you could buy a Cybertruck for 20,000 or 20,000 Dogecoin," you wouldn't be able to, even though you've got more than that, because you can't transfer that anywhere.
Right.
But if it comes out available on Coinbase, that dollar amount is going to skyrocket again.
Yeah. I think if it came out on Coinbase, definitely, because Coinbase is probably like one of the easiest wallets and stuff out there. So yeah, hands down. But there's a lot of them there's a lot of different coins out there now, and some of them are joke coins or meme coins or whatever. There's actually a Shiba Inu coin now that they say is a Doge killer, but
it's not.
I will say that though, there was a guy that he had quite a few that he bought back in 2020 of October 2020 for $17, and he sold all what he had for $17 for $6.9 million this year. So
with Shiba?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you can get in early on any of these crazy altcoins, like you can just gamble. There's hundreds of them out there. If you're able to buy one and buy it super cheap and eventually it blows up, then yeah, cool, right? But like that's few and far between. That could be said about anything. You bought a piece of art by a guy that blew up, and
that's what happened with Bitcoin. People bought into Bitcoin way, 2010 or somewhere on there, and they held on to it, and there's been people who said, "Oh yeah, I forgot I had like 2 Bitcoin in a wallet." And they had like the actual piece of paper with the wallet code on there, and they pull it out and they log in and find out that their 2 Bitcoins now worth like $100,000.
Yeah, my goal is like I've got 10,000 Dogecoin. My goal is to only sell half.
Yeah.
So if it hits like 80 cents is probably where I'm going to sell. I'll sell half.
Right.
And that way, if it just goes nuts, right, like Bitcoin eventually did, then I'll still have 5,000. But if it dips again, then I can buy back in at a lower. Like I think I've got it right in my head now because I've made a lot of bad moves.
Me too.
I mean, I still have made. I think over $1,000 in Dogecoin so far, but like at one point I was up like $3,500 and I missed all.
Well,
that but it's gambling. It's legal gambling.
Finance.
I mean, all stocks and cryptocurrencies are just legal gambling.
It's gambling for the rich.
That is so true.
So we talked about the Mavericks. Also, Newegg takes Dogecoin now. You said the Oakland A's. Tesla might be taking it. We'll see what happens with that.
Stark said that they're working on a wallet. Robinhood's working on a wallet.
I heard about that. I hope they are because it would make a lot of people happy, and that would also drive the price right up. Right. If it was something you could take out and actually utilize, then it will drive the price up again as well. So
I mean, knock Robinhood all you want. They made it easy for us.
They did, but they also have kind of screwed around with their customers a little bit.
True.
Which we've already talked about. So did y'all know that there's a baseball team called the Dogecoins?
No. Are they like a single A ball club? Or?
I think so. They're like the California Dogecoin. I think they're like up in Northern California. But yeah, I mean, very, very low.
Like not even a farm team?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. What were the Cats? The Fort Worth Cats?
They were double A.
I think they're about that. Maybe a little bit less.
I think Fort Worth Cats were double A.
Okay, yeah, but they have a Shiba Inu as the. I mean, look.
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
Well, he doesn't see the thing.
Liberation Baseball League.
I don't even know what that is.
Liberation Professional Baseball League, established in 2020. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, did y'all know that the Brahmas are still around?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes. I had no idea.
Where do they play?
Apparently in like North Richland Hills.
Yeah.
JD was talking about this the other day, and I was like, okay. I looked it up, and sure enough, it's not the Fort Worth Brahmas anymore. It's like the North Texas Brahmas or something like that.
North Richland Hill Brahmas.
No, I think it's North Texas Brahmas. Man, I looked, and there's only like 2 games left.
What was the
I
Fourth
don't
Fire?
think we're going.
Fourth Fire. I went to one of their games. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Brahmas.
The Brahmas.
Yeah.
Brahmas.
But they used to play at it was the convention center, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they were playing a little bit on the traffic circle there near Benbrook. There was like an ice skating rink right there, and they played there a little bit when it was like kind of going south, I think. But now they're playing North Richland Hills, and you can get like a suite for 16 people, and it's only like $17 a person, and the beers are cheap. We need to really look into doing that next year.
That and lacrosse whenever that hits up.
We
Yeah.
already said we're going to do that for sure.
Speaking of hockey, Stars, they
didn't make the playoffs?
No. They're out. They're done. But they finished they came back, I think. They were down by
They were down 4 points.
Yeah, and they came back and won their last game. So they finished strong in that last game, but just like every other sports team in the DFW market, they just
The only thing we have right now is the Mavericks. Mavericks are currently 5th in the Western Conference. They won the Southwest Division.
Didn't Luka? Didn't he?
He didn't get suspended. He just got kicked out of the game.
He punched a dude in the dick, right?
He did. That guy fucking deserved it.
What?
I'd have punched that motherfucker too.
He did what?
Yeah, he punched a guy in the dick.
On the group chat, the Cats were a ULB United League baseball team. Thanks,
Interesting.
Nick. Thanks,
So
Nick.
tell me more about this punch. I didn't know about
Luka
this.
punched the dude on the fucking Cavs.
I can't think
The
of his
rookie.
name. Yeah.
The rookie.
Oh, okay.
But he pushed Luka from the back, and Luka, he just like swung on his dick. He's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, not nice cock.
No,
he didn't say that.
We've done that.
But then he
We're
got
done
kicked.
with
Yeah, he got booted, right? And fined, I'm sure. Don't think so.
know. Well, I mean, okay, so look, here's the thing with Luka. Okay, so Luka he's up to the limit on technicals. If he gets one more technical, he's suspended for 1 game. There's probably about a week or 2 left in the season. So what has to happen? Luka has to get one technical foul so he can be suspended 1 game. I think it resets. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If it resets after that, because I think that's after 16 technicals in a season or something like that, you get suspended 1 game. I want him to be suspended now versus whenever we're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because right now, at this time, the Mavericks are so close to, we can beat any of the teams in the West. The East kind of is like no big deal, but like right now, the West is like full of heavy hitters. The Brooklyn Nets, we didn't smoke them. We were smoking them, but we barely won. The Lakers are about to be in a play-in situation, where they have to actually battle to be in the playoffs, which is a new concept that they're doing.
Okay.
They're getting the 7th and 8th seeds against the 9th and 10th seeds, and then they're doing like a winner's bracket. But we've never been closer because it's one of the play-in games is the Lakers against the Warriors if it happened right now.
Oh, yeah?
So, and LeBron's hurt. A lot of the Anthony Davis is hurt. He came back in. LeBron's going to come back tomorrow night, I think. But we've never been so close to winning a title. I thought last year we were really close. I think if we would have beat the Clippers, we could have ran the table and maybe lost against the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. But this is our time now because my big fear, we're not going to get anybody near Luka. We're not going to improve them, as we should. We wasted Dirk's talents for 20 years and had one. We had 7 good seasons. We lost. The Mavericks lost tonight. I think they're maybe the 6th seed right now with this, but we need to do something now, or we're going to lose Luka to the Lakers. I don't know where that all came from, but I think we were talking about shitty sports teams.
I really hope not. That would suck.
Yeah, that would.
No, but I feel it because LeBron is all about Luka. LeBron's like, that boy's bad. Like as soon as his contract's up, I think he's going to want to get a max contract. He's going to want to get paid because by the time max contracts come up for the next go around, it's going to be over like $500 million. It's going to be like $500 million. You're looking at $500 million contracts.
What?
Yeah. Right now it's like over $300 million on money.
I don't think that they're going to let him go.
I don't think Mark Cuban's going to do whatever he can to keep him.
But they have to give him the pieces.
I agree with that. I agree with that fully. And we don't have the full team, but I don't think that he'll let him go.
Because we did the same with Tony Romo. Like we didn't surround him with a good. His defense was good.
That's a different sport.
But I know. But I'm just saying.
We're talking about
DFW.
DFW waste talents, really.
Yeah, and I mean, like, when are we going to go to the World Series again? It's going to be at least another like 5 or I don't know. Like,
we've got a very young team,
Yeah.
and they're really starting to show some promise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're starting to do really well.
But man, still, like, I mean, it's been 10 years since we were in the World Series. Remember how heartbreaking that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was really sad.
So close. And
Stark
then,
said
and then
that
watch it just
Mark
pour from
Cuban
it.
will pay Luka with Dogecoin. Everything will be okay.
That's actually probably true.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my little tangent.
Hey, you know what? I think we just found a whole new.
I appreciate the passion, bro.
We found a whole new segment for Javier. It's sports predictions.
I think so.
Sports predictions with Javier. We'll come up with a jingle and everything.
Hey, nice cock.
Isn't Josh Green playing now?
He is, yeah. And they're talking about like implementing him more. Like, where was he? We should have had him like start more games.
Right.
Like, he needs to be around more.
Right.
So we're working on him now, and it's really good to see.
Cool. I thought so.
Now, the news that everyone's wanting to hear about, Bennifer. Bennifer's back, everyone. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are back together.
That's actually true.
After 17 years.
17 years.
Ooh, man. What's it that? Jennifer Lopez had that Love Don't Cost a Thing video. And I think it was that one. And then Ben Affleck was in the video.
Yeah.
Man.
Who was Jennifer with, though,
She was with,
recently?
She was with Alex Rodriguez.
That's right.
And they ended the relationship. People were,
last week, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like very recent.
People were saying that A-Rod was sad and he was listening to Coldplay. Like, really, they were like, he's listening to Coldplay. He's like really sad. And J-Lo was like, "Ooh, I'm living my best life.
She
Look at
does
me."
whatever she wants to do.
Hey,
Who's
fuck
gonna
it.
tell her no?
Dude, look at her. Like, I was watching videos of her, like, from Selena and shit when she was younger. Bruh. I mean, she is smoke.
Yeah.
She's fire. She's like fuego. She's 50 years old.
Is she 50?
She's 50.
Wow.
She's 50 and I'm going on 69. Like, I'm ready for that.
Okay.
But she's like, good for them, man. You
Yeah.
know, do you think like it's people are like, oh, it's weird. You know, they asked they asked what's his name, his best friend, Matt Damon. Like they asked him about it, and he's like, you couldn't give me enough alcohol to tell you about that. Like, but you know, we'll see how that goes. It's pretty. He was with what's his name? Ben Affleck was with Ana de Armas from Knives Out.
Oh yeah,
And she's fucking gorgeous too.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see. You know,
I'm just curious, like, what spurred that back, you know?
you know what? Who cares? Like, if they were still friends, cool, no big deal. But
Well,
I think
no.
it's, dude, J-Lo, oh my God. Like, I wish
Yeah.
I would have gone to her Vegas show. Whew. Ooh, girl, so what?
now I'm drinking the Odd Side Cat in the Wall.
Okay, cool. Mavs are still in fifth. Thanks, Nick. Good stuff.
Yeah. So recently, I was just perusing the internet, you know,
As you do.
For pornography, I
as
see.
I do. Have you ever heard of Ghost Kitchen brands?
No,
I've heard of Ghost Main.
Yeah. Well, this is like Ghost Main, but different.
Okay, tell me more.
Ghost,
I don't know what either of these things are.
Ghost Kitchen brands. It's basically like this limited interaction with people restaurant, like fast food restaurant concept.
Ghost Main is a musician.
Yeah,
He's an
Ghost
artist.
Man's a musician. Ghost brand or Ghost Kitchen brands is like you walk in, there's a kiosk, you put in what you want, and there's people in the back that fix it, but
Put in what you want.
you're not
going to
interact with anybody. It's all like these kiosks, right?
Yeah, I've been wondering why they've been doing that more. They had that in Paris. Remember that? When, like fast food, they would have like, you just type it in and then you pick up your order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I know in Japan they've got that a lot. Like QT's got it.
So
Automated
this is,
stuff?
This is
Yeah.
a concept now. So Walmart's rolling it out.
What?
Yeah. You know those, like Walmart, you go to Walmart, they've got Subway and they got a McDonald's.
And
right?
rotisserie chickens.
Okay, so they're getting rid of all the McDonald's, not every Walmart.
Really?
Not every Walmart, but the ones that they're
What
doing
about
this
the
in.
Subway?
I guess Subway's staying there.
They need to get rid of Subway.
Probably. Subway's
Did
garbage.
you hear about Jared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
But what it is
Not
it's
that
a
fresh. Ugh.
it's a multi-concept
perfect.
food service offering in Walmart is what they're doing. And so you're going to have restaurants and CBG food concept, including Quiznos, Salad Works, and others combined in a single order. The on-site kitchens, meanwhile, will also serve as delivery hubs for those brands via third-party delivery services like Uber Eats. So if you want Quiznos, and they're not going to have all their offering because Quiznos probably has like 20 something subs. It'll be like 15 subs.
So if I want a sub and then also a taco, but then I also want chicken wings.
Yeah, it could all come from this place.
That's crazy.
Can I just say that I think the American people would agree with me when I say bring back super salad.
Yeah, I kind of miss super salad.
Bring back super salad.
But what would you prefer? The super salad?
No, super salad.
But which one do you want?
It's
the super salad.
It's neither soup or salad. It's super.
Give me the super salad.
Like a super duper salad.
Vafangul! Give me the super salad.
So the salad.
Yeah, but super.
You son of a bitch.
So in quotes, in a lot of ways, we are like a virtual food court. Is Mark Choi, president of Toronto-based Ghost Kitchen brand. So it's gonna debut in mostly Canada and in some of the United States. So they're just doing away with the McDonald's, which I'm wondering like how McDonald's feels about that. I guess they probably maybe
they don't care.
Yeah, they
Come
don't
on,
care.
it's McDonald's.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. So they got these like big kiosks.
Is McDonald's not one of the places?
No. I don't
So how
think
many restaurants in this one kiosk thing?
It didn't say like how many.
That's gonna be a crazy like food storage situation. I'm just trying to think like logistically. It seems like a kind of a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there a Cheezers? Do they
There's
have a
going to be
Cheezers?
people. There's going to be people working in the back that's going to be cooking, and they're going to be trained in like quality control for like how each restaurant is essentially.
Yeah, that seems like a nightmare.
Well, somebody's going to get
manage that
trained with
shit.
all that. Yeah,
It's like
fucking
a
ridiculous.
crazy.
It's like Starbucks in certain places like at the hospital or whatever. You go to a hospital, it's not an actual Starbucks franchise. It's just these people work for the hospital and they're operating.
Sell Starbucks coffees.
I know what this is like. This is like that Taco Bell KFC.
Yes.
What was it? The burger? Was it a burger place?
No.
Taco Bell KFC, Long John. No.
Long John Silver's. I think it's right. It's like the three of those.
Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut. Yum Brands.
Yeah, that's it. You're right.
So that's where you're like, I want to buy pizza with tacos and fried chicken.
on top of the pizza.
Give me all the smoke.
So I said mostly in Canada. It's actually 60 in the U.S. and 30 in Canada.
Oh wow, so more in the U.S.
Right.
than Canada. So you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, I had it backwards. But yeah,
Son of a bitch.
I mean, they're gonna have.
We're looking at you to bring us the facts, and here you are lying to our faces.
You know what? Naomi told me that you were okay to work with, and I was like, man, he's a pretty good producer. I fucking lied to her. How do you feel about that? Me lying to a customer.
That's fine. I
How
don't care.
dare you?
I really don't care.
God damn you.
But anyways, back on the Ghost Kitchen. So it kind of almost seems like it's stemmed from the whole Corona stuff, like contactless, food services and things like that.
Right.
Because that's what it is. It's going to be a contactless kiosk. They're going to have 4 55-inch touchscreen kiosks. Then you receive a receipt via text and another text when their order is ready, and you just walk up and you pick up your food.
So you're saying touchless? There's going to be no one there?
So it says this, yeah.
Or are they just not allowed to touch you?
Both.
Okay.
So this allows a restaurant to operate efficiently with a staff of only 2 or 3 employees per location.
So then who's going to clean the screens with coronavirus?
I don't know. Huh? You got to talk to Walmart
Tell
about
me that, future boy.
Talk to Walmart
Well,
about
look,
that.
if they have nobody taking orders and one person cleaning screens, then there's still less people doing the thing.
I'd like to talk to Mr. Walmart.
Walton, I think.
Walton Mart.
Okay.
Walton Mart the third.
So here's what they're going to have in here.
Are we still talking about it?
I'm going to give you a list of restaurants.
Okay, cool.
There better be a pizza roll restaurant, you son of a bitch.
Give me 1 second. Come on.
Pizza roll restaurant.
Didn't you say Cheezers?
Cheezers.
What's that, like a Little Caesars cheese?
Cheddars and Little Caesars.
Little Caesars and
Little Cheezers.
Chuck E. Cheese mixed in one?
Ew, yeah.
Little Cheezers?
Yes. Little Cheezers.
All right, here's what you got. You got Salad Works and Quiznos, which I already mentioned. The Cheesecake Factory Bakery, so desserts and beverages only, and no cupcakes or hot items.
So just cheesecakes.
Just cheesecakes.
Why don't they call it just cheesecakes?
They should. Pepe's Pierogies, which I don't know what that is.
Pierogies.
Pierogi.
It's a Pennsylvania thing.
Okay. Rocky's Italian.
Hey.
Canadian Jerk. Slush Puppy.
Vafangul.
Monster Cupcakes. Cinnabon.
That's the only name I've recognized.
Amaya Indian Street Food. Taco Del Mar. Lola's Latin Food. Tazo Red Bull.
Tazo, yes. Tea. Tazo tea.
Crepe.
Oh.
Crepe Delicious, Nescafe, and Ben & Jerry's.
So just a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's just a bunch of stuff.
This is like Costco brand restaurants.
All wrapped into one. So it's like literally what he says, like a virtual food court.
Benny's the Bean Burrito.
How hard would it
bodega.
be for you to drop some type of like music?
It wouldn't be.
Could you drop some music for Javier? Because he's about to, I just thought about this off the top of my head.
Okay.
So this is going to be bad for you. I would like you to create the theme song for Little Cheesers. Like if it's a commercial and this is the theme song and then you're trying to get all the people here live on Twitch and YouTube to eat at your Little Cheesers. How would that go?
Let me see what
Do you have any like 80s Full House music or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, okay, that's going to take me.
Okay.
Okay, y'all just keep talking. I'm going to find it real quick. And
All right, I got something random for you.
Okay.
What do you think about all these Bill Gates memes about like this him
divorce?
out on the prowl?
You know, it's kind of like, you remember whenever WandaVision was out and they had like a Vision as like with a gold chain and like waves in his hair and
Yeah.
he like, it's kind of like that. I think it's kind of fun. It's kind of weird because, of all the recent allegations and stuff like that. But I think they're pretty funny, like out on the prowl, like, billionaire coming through and,
I've seen pictures like superimposed of him like on from like a rapper or something like that. He's like gold chains and colorful shirts and like Yeezys and stuff, tight jeans, and it's just his face like shit is hilarious.
Isn't he like 65 years old?
He's an old man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Didn't you say that she was trying to leave him for a while or
Yeah,
something?
since 2019 because his business dealings with Epstein, which, make you think like, maybe he was a creeper.
Yeah.
Maybe too creeper for a Cheezers, franchise, but
Little Cheesers.
Little
all right,
Cheezers.
so I've got some music. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but you're going to have to go with it with this
All right.
music. So.
And now for the world announcement
God help us.
of Javier's new restaurant, Little Cheesers.
I don't know how I feel about this.
But you're just going to go
This
with
is
it.
the music you got. It really is kind of slow.
In the mean streets of Chicago, countless murders happen daily. You go into your grandmother's funeral and you're just like, I'm hungry. So what do? You go to Little Cheesers.
Little Cheesers.
Why? Because we have the best goddamn cheesy chicken wings this side of the Mississippi. After you want to commit your second double homicide, and where do you want to go? Cheesers. Little Cheesers! Come on by if you're gonna murder your thirst and hunger.
So it's not even a pizza? It's cheesy chicken.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't get
Our
it.
viewers just fucking dropped.
This is what you get for this is what you get whenever you're like, hey, find some music. I'm just going to find whatever.
He played fucking Law and Order music. What do you want me to do with that? Jesus!
I'll have you-
little Jesus. It's going to be like a Mentos commercial.
I'll have you know that this was under fine dining on
It
this.
sounded like SVU. Like he was trying to like lay out what's about to happen in a crime scene.
All right, hang on. Okay.
So wait, hold on.
Let's
So
give
this
you-
is cheesy fried chicken.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
All right, we're going to give
me
you
on the spot.
I'm going to give you one more chance, and I'm going to pick something on
We
here.
have to?
Just one more. One
Okay.
more. Let's see.
God, I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right, and here we go.
This is the same thing.
No, it's different.
Is it an action movie?
Yeah, this is worse.
This is kind of worse. I'm not going to lie. Hold on. Let's listen to it.
Little Cheezers!
Yeah. No, it sounds like the fucking Dark Knight.
I was really hoping it was going to like drop a beat.
Yeah, me
'cause
too.
it
Me
would have been pretty legit.
Me too.
Just
okay.
play the Mentos commercial and I'll just sing over that.
We're done. We're done with
We're
this,
done with
this bullshit segment that came out
Sorry,
of nowhere.
everyone. What a fucking look at this. I'm
I
sorry.
would say if I had to give you both numbers, Javier got a 9 and Tim a hard 6.
Give me a -7, please.
That was rough. All right. Well, so we didn't have a whole lot of content for tonight because if it isn't already obvious, it should be pretty obvious at this point. Because, our guest had a crazy busy and awesome opening at Roy Pope tonight. So instead, we asked all of you on social media, what do you want to hear from us? One of those things were Dogecoin. We've already talked about doggy money. And so another one of those things were hot boy summer plans. So, hey, hot boys, what are your summer plans?
Let me ask you this. What the fuck is a hot boy, and what do their summer plans have to do with anything?
I knew you were going to ask because I also had no idea.
Okay. I'm glad we're in the same
I've heard
boat.
of hot girl summer,
I
but
think
I
hot boy summer is the male iteration of hot girl summer.
What is
You're
hot
right.
girl summer?
Hot girl summer is where you're young and wild and free and loose with your life, and you get to live the way a free person does with no consequence.
Right.
Okay.
So I looked it up
Unprotected sex.
on Urban Dictionary. It said, when a group of young men are living their best lives, hit it nail on the head, looking good, feeling good, nothing can stop them, see hot girl summer. Guy 1, hey man, tonight's a great night. I'm having a blast. The weather's great. The beer's cold. Awesome day. Guy 2,
Nice
hell yeah.
cock. Hey, nice cock. Hey, you there. Nice cock. Oh, yeah. Nice cock.
Oh, good Lord. Why?
Out of left field.
Hey there. I like two things.
Let
Chewing
me-
bubble and nice cocks, and I ran out of nice cocks.
Let me ask you: Is that a what was that? Duke Nukem? That's like
That bubble gum. Chew, I got a kick ass chew bubble gum.
Well,
and
it
I
sounds
ran
like you're
all that
the
up.
voice you got
All
sounds
that
like
of bubble gum.
it sounds like you're pulling a Duke Nukem there.
Hey there, nice cock. Oh yeah, nice cock.
So it means just kind of a fun, best life.
Turning
What are you
him
doing
down.
this summer? Please, Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. I ask my therapist that all the time.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
What's wrong with me?
There's still no answer.
And she's like, "Hey, nice cock.
Jared says that
You're professional."
Jared says you're a genius.
okay. So what
I don't get it.
what are you doing for your hot boy summer plans?
Mowing the yard. No, well, I mean, I don't really have any like major trips.
Tim's got an old man summer. There's really nothing hot boy about it.
Dude.
Not saying you're an unattractive man.
Dude,
I'm
I
just
haven't
saying
been a
you're
hot-
an
I
old
haven't been
man summer.
I haven't been hot boy in a while.
You have no plans this summer. Nothing that says, "Ooh, I'm Tim."
Bonnaroo in September, which is not really summer. July is open because that's Jesus.
Jesus
month.
month.
And then I'm going to go on a little road trip this weekend. But no, I mean that's all I got going on, man.
Cool. What about you?
Okay, so we have New Orleans this month.
In 2 weeks, right? You're
2
going?
weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to Jesus month. It's going to be a great month because our pal and former Funky Panther co-host Zeus music by Zeus, songs by Zeus.
I just realized we're gonna have to have him on, aren't we?
And we're going to have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have.
It might have to be more than once, unfortunately.
Don't get crazy.
Let's okay. Here's what we can do. We can act like we're going to do multiple, but we'll just like not record. It's like giving your little brother the remote control when you're playing a video game. It'll be like that.
You know he listens to us.
No, he doesn't.
But he talks so softly anyway that you wouldn't even be able to tell. Like if you turned it off, you'd just think that he was just talking. to
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Can we do that?
So he wouldn't.
Just pull the mic and just act like a little brother.
Yeah, but then it'd be like we're just missing someone talking.
I'll work some magic.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's see what else we have. We talked about going on a river trip.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
Probably in
Let-
July while
yeah.
they're in town.
And of course Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo. And I think hopefully it'll extend to the fall where maybe they'll have an ACL lineup here coming soon. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like I want to go to more music festivals, and I want to go.
Same.
I want to do more traveling. I want to go to Utah. I want to go to San Francisco,
wanna go
Seattle.
to Utah.
Whenever the borders open up, I want to go to Calgary.
Yeah.
Me too.
For Banff.
Yeah, Banff National Park.
Be a lot of fun, but I want to try to do that. I'm luckily this year, the money is getting crazy, so
I'm gonna hold you to that because you keep saying that you want to travel, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm going to New Orleans this weekend," but no one else is invited.
but
Remember, you got to pay taxes on that money you make.
oh fuck.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, like, let's go somewhere.
Okay, I think now because I was surprised that I was able to get it off during like hail season, like during this big stretch of hail.
Right.
And my dad's like, "Well, I'm going to be in Denver the weekend before, so that's fine." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, no big deal." I was going to buy a truck.
No, we're not going to talk about
We
that.
already went over that.
Okay, but
That's what it is.
Jesse said, "Well, that damn word. Did I say moist or Or nice?
Oh,
was it nice
no.
out?
Yeah.
She was talking about this all the way to Tupps McKinney.
Yeah.
That she hates when you say the C word.
Cock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Nice
a fan.
cock.
Oh my
Not a fan.
gosh.
Sorry, Jess.
So,
There's so much I'm gonna have to take out of this.
so that's what you're doing currently. New Orleans and Banff.
I mean,
or
at
Bonnaroo.
least do more things this
Yeah.
summer. Like, I mean, I got a good feeling that we're going to be doing more things.
Yeah.
You know, so we're going to travel more and.
Well, something else that I want to do. We've talked about doing like a Dallas day, like on a Sunday or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and then us being able to talk about our step city over there, like on one of the episodes, because we talk a lot about Fort Worth. Obviously, this is home. This is what we're passionate about. But it would be cool to talk about some of like the sister
The
cousins
sister
around
city,
us.
sister cousins.
I guess.
So we could do Dallas. It would also be cool. You know, Dane mentioned.
Can we call it-
Goldie's in Kennedale? I've also seen I think there's a brewery out near there too now. There'd be a couple cool things to do in that area. Just kind of like hit little parts of DFW and come back and talk about
I
it.
still want to do our strip club tour day Fort Worth strip club.
Tour de Fort Worth strip clubs.
I think
coming
that would
soon.
be one when
Jesus,
is in town.
yeah.
That'd actually be fun.
Yeah.
We should do
Because
that.
you know they definitely don't have that in Egypt.
I want to go to all the bad ones. I want to take them to all the bad
I
ones.
like the way you said. The way he said, "I want to go to all the bad ones."
You mean the little cheesers of strip clubs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. So I'm going down to Austin this weekend. We're gonna go
Yeah.
backpacking at South Llano State Park.
Oh, cool.
And then we're also going to stop in at Rob's place and just kind of hang out at the lake.
Oh, cool. Send him my love. Tell him I said hello.
Rob's not in
He
town.
won't be there.
Where
So
is he?
we're just, he's actually down in his parents' place in Galveston, or
Oh, okay.
near Galveston, I think. But we're just going to take over because he's got the right there on Lake Austin.
lake, yeah.
And so instead of like going in the house, we're probably just going to like stay at his dock and camp out on the lake because we planned on doing a backpacking all weekend, but everything was booked on Friday. So we just booked Saturday.
It's pretty cool.
And then in a few weeks, Danny, Andrew, and I are going to go to Portland, which I'm pretty stoked about. Andrew and I have not really ever been on a trip. My brother and I have not really ever been on a trip, just us, like without just family. And so him, Danny and I, we're going to go like the last Blockbuster.
Oh,
We're gonna
fuck, cool, really?
Yeah, we're going to go to Crater Lake National Park. We're going to go to like Multnomah Falls. A lot of those things in Portland I've done, but Andrew's never been there.
Yeah.
So do a lot of the cool Portland things.
Can you bring me a souvenir from the last Blockbuster?
For sure. Voodoo Donuts. And then
Hey.
like, there's all sorts of cool breweries and restaurants in Portland.
Get your membership.
Yeah.
Rent a movie.
Yeah.
Don't return it.
Of course.
Okay.
I bet I bet you they don't even rent movies. I bet you they only sell movies. Really? Like everyone's going to do that.
No, they still rent them.
Really? People just
yeah.
never
You
gonna
watched the
bring 'em back.
documentary, right?
I did, but I feel like people would never bring them back.
Yeah, see if you can get a picture of that big jug chick.
The old lady that
The old
owns
lady,
it.
yeah.
You're a bad person.
You are.
You know that?
Juggy broad.
Okay. And then we've got, what else? We've got all of Jesus Crystal month in July.
Yeah.
In June, we're going to go to Port Aransas with Tab's family. So some beach time. I don't usually, I feel like generally in the summer, I like to be in the cold places. And in the winter, I like to be in the hot places, just kind of switch it up. And so I don't do a whole lot of beach stuff in the summer, but we'll be doing Port Aransas and then Bonnaroo.
Yeah, and the sun's really hard on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
What I want to add something with Hot Boy Summer. I do want to get to the point where I can wear like a what's that? It's not a G string. It's
A
Banana hammock.
a banana hammock at Bonnaroo.
That's a G string. You Bonnaroo?
Banana hammock at Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo.
You got
I got to
4
get
months.
waxed. I got to get waxed really good. I'm gonna look like Party Boy. I want to look like Party Boy.
Okay.
Long hair and everything.
We should have a beach day though. Just a bunch of dudes.
In Bonnaroo?
No, sometime during the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe we do. Well, all the girls are probably going to want to go too. But on the river trip, we could do an all guys hot boy summer thing where we're just hey.
Like flopping our cod pieces out.
We're hanging to each other, though, right?
Right. Yeah.
Are we
But,
gonna play Soggy Biscuit?
We can just all look really bad and have long hair, grow out our mustaches, and just look really cool.
Oh, can we cut mullets into our hair?
You can. I can't.
Yes.
My hair's
Oh
not long
my
enough.
God, let's do it.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. All right. So we're at an hour and 10. So a couple more things real quick. We kind of already hit on this, but Christy asked where to travel this summer. Where would y'all recommend going this summer? I think they're both vaxxed. They should be all good to go. They've got 2 kids. But even if you didn't, what are some places that you would recommend going this summer?
I'd go hit up the Black Hills up in South Dakota.
Okay.
Go check out Custer State Park. I really want to go back there myself.
Is that where Custer's last stand was?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No, it's where Mount Rushmore is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Custard. Maybe
Yeah, go
custard?
check out that. Weather should be like in the middle of summer. It shouldn't be too terrible. It's up in the hills, so not too hot, but gets kind of cold at night.
All right, so let's do one road trip that you would recommend this summer, and then one flight you'd recommend this summer.
Okay, so flight would be flight. Oh, I guess flight would probably be flying into like South Dakota.
Okay.
And do that instead of driving. I wouldn't drive all the way up there from Texas. If I was doing a Texas road trip, I would head down towards maybe San Antonio.
Okay.
Hit up the Riverwalk.
But I mean, Christie,
that's Christie. Yeah, Christie's
Christie's
from there.
area, yeah.
For Christie, with kids, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Maybe drive to
Kima would be good.
Kima?
Yeah, Kima would be good,
Yeah.
or drive up to Oklahoma, go to Big Bend, or not Big Bend, Broken Bow. Yeah,
Broken Bow would be cool too. Yeah. I love Broken Bow. And it stays pretty, the temperature's pretty nice. A lot of cool things to do with the family, good restaurants. The cabins are usually pretty decent price as long as you book them a decent time.
it's kind of hard to book them right now.
Yeah. What about you, Javier? 2 places.
Flight. No, it's kind of hard because I want to say a road trip to Denver because from here to Amarillo is really not much, but you can go to the Big Texan in Amarillo, drive through New Mexico to get into Colorado, get the great scenic views while you're driving down the main highway, getting into Colorado Springs and going to the Garden of the Gods.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other places to go to check out. You can go to Pikes Peak, take the train up there to the top.
This is the drive one
This is the drive.
Yeah.
You can take the train to Pikes Peak, and it's usually snow capped year round.
Yeah.
And then from there, drive up to
Rocky Mountain National Park. I mean, if it's the summertime, all of the national park is all the roads are open.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful up there.
the weather period in that area, during the time, even close to fall, it's perfect weather because it's not too hot and it's dry. So when you get to Denver, you of course can go to Coors Field. If they want to go to Breckenridge Brewery because it's a restaurant, right? Still,
Yeah.
They still got that over there.
Yeah.
Like you said, go to Rocky Mountain National Park and there's some small hikes you can take with the kids.
you can go to a Rockies game is always fun.
And even a show at Red Rocks if.
See, we were talking about maybe for my birthday. I think Nathaniel Rateliff is playing at Red Rock around my birthday. And we were talking about maybe going back because I was trying to go last month or whatever and I wasn't able to go. That'd be great. Okay, so that was your drive. Fly,
it would be Cancun.
Nice. Okay.
Because if they're going to take the kids, there's Anthony and Natasha been to resorts with the kids.
Kids are usually free, on those
Yeah,
things. So
and,
you're just paying for the flight.
But there's plenty to do. You can even find rooms that have their only their little private pools.
Yeah. Yeah.
That they can have the kids play in, and it's not too deep. A lot of fun things to do with kids over there.
I didn't like the way you said that.
Yeah, and not having children myself, I don't personally want to go to a resort with kids either. So
Well, they have whenever me and Anthony and Natasha we went to Secrets, and they had the adults was Secrets, and the one next door Dreams or whatever the one it was.
Yeah,
But one was
Dreams.
with kids, the other one was just adults.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of booze, and if it's going to be them two alone by themselves, it works either way too.
Kirsty said no kids. So there
no
you go.
kids. Okay, so drive up over there, buy all the weed, take all the edibles over there, go on a long hike, and not too long of a hike because if you get there too late, there's going to be wolves. So just trip out enough to where you're nice and mellow. Go to Red Rocks, go to a concert, Grateful Dead show maybe. Take more drugs. Go to the View House in Colorado Springs because it has a nice view of the mountains. There's a good view house over there in Denver. Same thing too. Take all the drugs. And Cancun's still good. Go to the adults resort. Go to the one where they're
all right.
nude.
Come on.
Hervey is
Okay,
nice
you're
and
done.
hairy.
You're done.
He's got
You're
a
done.
hairy
You're
chest. It's really
done.
nice and epic. Okay. All right.
It's my turn.
Yeah, if it's not with the kids, though, I'm going to change that and say if you're going to Mexico, go to Tulum over Cancun.
Yeah, Tulum's amazing.
Yeah, but there's okay. Yeah.
It's fun. And there's a lot
It's
of
fun
things
either
to
way.
do. Yeah, it is. I mean, if you're not going to leave the resort, it doesn't really matter. But if you're going to leave the resort, there's cooler things to do like the cenotes and stuff like that in Tulum that make it very different than what you're used to in that area. So flying, I think it'd be pretty cool. Like I've been wanting to go. We planned to go last year, but had to cancel. But actually, around this time, Nashville is a lot of fun. There's a lot of restaurants. There's like if you just like kind of party down Broadway, it's kind of like a mix between Fort Worth and Austin, kind of a country 6th Street type vibe on Broadway. But a lot of cool stuff in Nashville. And then I would definitely kind of like double click on that Denver situation because that would be really fun for y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all have been to Colorado or Denver, but like that drive is only 12, 13 hours or something to Denver. And then you get to stop at all the places that Javier mentioned. They also have, I don't know if they're open back up, but like it'd be really cool to do, like people do beer tours. I've done all the tours in Denver because there's so many good breweries, but like they've got weed farm tours that'd be kind of cool to go check out too, just, while you're there. But then there's lots of good hiking, tons of good food. I mean, Denver has just blown up and it's crazy. There's a lot of good stuff. So I would recommend Denver as well.
All right. We answered that question.
Or Seattle or Portland because they're all very similar, but
I would probably,
Denver's cheaper.
Yeah. I'd probably stick with Denver and I would probably not go to Seattle right now.
It's fine. It's overhyped. It's not that bad.
No. I'm just talking more of like with the whole COVID situation and everything because they're going to.
They got their shots. So I mean, and I'm sure you.
Well, no, I just feel like
there's less things open still in Seattle. I'm even kind of on the fence about Portland, but when I've looked up, a lot of things are still open.
Yeah.
So we should be good. But yeah, Denver I think is fully good and well. And then someone, Mr. Joe, and I think it was also mentioned in the chat about the Iron Dome and the stuff in Israel.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I have a cousin that lived in Israel for, like almost 10 years.
Yeah.
And he sent me a video one night. This was several years ago with their Iron Dome in action. But Israel's pissed off at the Palestinians. Palestinians are pissed off at Israel. We shot rockets at them. They shot rockets at us. We've blown up some stuff.
Not us.
Wait, who's
Or
we?
not up. Well, okay.
Who's we and who's us?
We shot nothing.
Israel is the proverbial, I guess. We, us is
We, the
Palestine.
Funky Panther, are not a part of this war.
Anyways, Israel, Palestine, U.S. sides on Israel all the time. That's just how it is. But yeah, it's pretty insane, like watching it and watching the rockets and watching the Iron Dome actually work.
Yeah, there's a 13-story building just kind of crumbling.
Yeah, so the rockets came in from Gaza.
Israel. They came from Israel.
Well, no,
destroyed a 13-story building in Gaza.
Okay. Yeah,
In
sorry.
Gaza, yeah.
There you go. And Hamas has shot rockets at Israel, and yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I had never heard of the Iron Dome, and I still don't know enough about it. I haven't really been paying attention.
Watch videos on YouTube of it in action.
I saw a video of like just these things just flying in the air and then just blowing up, and then flying in the air and blowing up. So I'm assuming it's just like a defense system that
Air defense
blows
system,
up things in air.
Yeah, the U.S. has something similar to
like
that.
like in the 80s, they had the Star Wars program.
Yeah.
Like that had they planned to do like missiles from space. It was like a nuclear deterrent.
Yeah,
And
it's a very rocky situation over in that region right now. I'm sure
Rocky or rockety?
both.
Okay.
There are some mountains over there, so it is kind of rocky. But the area that they're fighting over is actually, if you look at it, it's very small. Israel itself is not a big country,
Right.
and Palestine's not a big country, and it's all over like who has the rights to Gaza and all that stuff. So it's just a bad situation. It's going to turn out into an all-out war, I'm sure.
Sure hope not. Hope everything goes well and people get along.
But I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I hope they all enjoy a hot boy summer. Like we are.
But yeah, go just YouTube Iron Dome. Look at those videos. It's pretty insane if you've never heard of what the Iron Dome actually is.
Yeah.
So that's all I got on that.
So coming up, like what do you want to talk about next? Like,
I think that was it. That was all we had.
how about our future events? Like what do we have going on?
Yeah, so again, we're going to not meet up next week. So we'll have a pause in between our episodes. But being episode 50, we've got isn't 50 bicentennial? Isn't that what that is? 50 is bicentennial?
No, it's sesquicentennial.
I think you're right.
Bicentennial means 200, right?
No, I don't know.
Bi means
Yeah,
bisexual, essential.
Oh, it's the 200th anniversary. Oh, my bad.
Told you, stupid. Ha ha.
You're right. Okay, so whatever it is, it's our 50th episode, so we're really excited about it. But even on top of that, we've got a bunch of really cool stuff to tell everybody. We've been holding on to it for a while, and we couldn't say anything, but we're really stoked about talking to you all about it. We're also going to come back with a bunch of questions that we're going to ask of you all and answer them on air. So episode 50 is going to be a lot about...
sex, drugs, rock and roll,
all
you
the
know,
things.
butt stuff, you know, everything that you like in this show.
Right. So look out for us putting a couple of questionnaires out on Instagram. If you don't already do so, you can follow us on all the social medias at The Funky Panther. But we're going to put some questionnaires like, hey, what do you want to ask us? And then we'll answer it on air. You could also call us 817-677-0408, and we'll also be able to answer any of those questions that you have on air. We'll also play your questions so you'll actually be able to hear yourself, which is sometimes cool for some people. It is what it is. But we really, really are stoked. After that, we're going to have Raphael back on from 817 Vintage Hype, and he was on our 3rd episode. So he's long time friend of the podcast.
Big time.
And he's been just blowing up over there at the shop. And so can't wait to talk to him. It's been 47 episodes, or at that point it would have been like 48 episodes since we talked to him. So over a year. Really excited about that. And then we also have Maple Branch coming on to talk to us about the brewery. That's one of our favorites that just popped up this year. So excited about that as well. So look forward to that. We appreciate you all. Again, check us out on social media at The Funky Panther. Follow, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube and Twitch. You can also find us at thefunkypanther.com. We appreciate you. Stay good.
Wait,
forward.
we still have hats too. So
Oh yeah, we still have hats available as well. Thank you to everybody that's bought some. They're $20. Hit us up on social media and we'll get those over to you. Monica, we still owe you your hat. We know.
Oh, I'm going to see her tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a hat. All right. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
We are
the Funky Panther!
Nice